Yo, what's going on, guys? Back again with another banger video. Today I'm gonna be talking about some of my most funny interactions and funnier things that I've had encountered with Japanese people. So I was inspired because I was thinking back to when me and my friend we were having the most serious conversation, most impactful conversation of our young 20s, and we're doing this on the 26th floor of this tower with this beautiful view. And we're just basking in our conversation. We're enjoying our company with each other as bros. And then what happens? What happens? What do you think happened? A motherfucking like 5-year-old, 6-year-old sat right next to me. So I'm talking with the bro like this. Yo, bro, like da 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 da. Little kid, he just sits right over here. And mind you, I'm like right here. There's so many seats. There's so many seats that he doesn't have to sit right next to me. And me and the bro, we're just like, why did this kid just sit next to me? He's sitting next to me. And he's trying to act nonchalant, but he could only be so nonchalant as a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? I'm a nonchalant as regular person. I don't have dreads right now, but just you wait. I'm pretty nonchalant. So when I was seeing this kid trying to fake his nonchalantness, I was like, I see through your tactics, bro. He's just looking over there, looking out the window. And then he's like, oh, hello. And I'm over here. I'm back over here. Little kid is like, he's like, oh, hello. And I'm like, oh, hello, konnichiwa. And he's like, he's just taking an interest to me. Like, and like, he was just like a bold little kid. And like, you only get to see it in like the fucking kids here in Japan. No Japanese person, grown adult, would have the courage to just almost damn near just like, and just do that. You know what I mean? He was just like, he just sat there trying to fake nonchalant. But you know what he did next? Guys? This you can only get away with this when you're a 5 or 6-year-old. I don't know if he asked, but I actually don't think he did. But he just stuck out his hand. He just and just put his hand on my chin and just started playing with my beard. And I was like, this fucker. This fucker. Most Japanese men, they don't usually grow facial hair. And I'm like, I'm just a young black man with facial hair. And so this kid was just like so curious. And I was like, yo, you fucking kid, stop touching me. But I thought it was so funny because guys, you guys gotta understand the context. No one does that shit, and let alone like just kids in general. Like even back home, like it was just fucking like that would be rare. Still, even back home, and kids are more rambunctious back home. Japanese kids are super polite here for the most part, but seeing this random kid do little kid stuff was wholesome, you know what I mean? And so he touched my beard, and I was like, get your fucking hands off me, kid. So I pushed it, like I didn't push it, but I just grabbed his little wrist and just like, you can have that back, you know what I mean? You can just have that back. And then he's trying to have a conversation with me, but he's kind of just like jumping. But mind you, I have like my hand over his two arms so that he just doesn't like randomly lunge at me again. And like, oh my goodness, we were like talking half Japanese, half English. And it was just funny. Like they were like, "Oh, are you guys like students? Are you guys like?" I'm like, they're trying to guess our age, me and the bro's age, and we're just like, And they're thinking since we have facial hair, we're like 30 something. Like, and I'm like, no, we're just some college students. And they're like, oh, nani? And when I say them, so it was like first just the one rambunctious kid. And then he was with a group of like other 5-year-olds. And then they all just came. It was like 3 more. And then they were also with their moms. And their moms just didn't really care. Their moms were just like, the boys are just going to be boys, like they're just going to talk to strangers and shit. And so the moms were just there and we were just talking to these little kids and they were fucking hilarious, bro. They were just fucking hilarious. It was so funny. I remember at a certain point, like they're just little kids, you know what I mean? And so I was like, I don't know what to really do around little kids besides just like ask them if they like toys and how old they are and then like what their like interests are. But then I remember like I was just curious, like can I pick one of these kids up? And so I pick up the kid and like, guys, look at my arms right now. I'm fucking tiny, but like I'm lifting this kid up and we're doing circles and like, bro, that shit was just funny as fuck. Like, and like you never really expect that. You never really expect that. So like, and then they're like, oh, can I do it again? Me next. And it's just like, oh, And I just had to become Superman right there in that moment so I could support all 2 of the kids that I held up. And then my friend, he held up 2 or some shit too. And it was just like, we were just having, like literally 5 minutes before having the most serious conversations of one of our lives. And then from there, these random kids were just like, just funny as shit. Like, just and you just never really expect that in Japan. Like, and then I think one of my favorite things that like, what is it? Because since Japanese kids, since it's like so safe, like Japanese kids just be like wandering around and shit. And it's just like, I'm like, because in the States, like if I ever see a kid, I'm always just like, yo, where's your guardian? Where's your full grown adult parent? And these kids are just, I'm just like, everyone around me just like, this is normal, which is kind of crazy. Like people just see like a fucking 4-year-old just leaving like a convenience store, damn near like pacifier in his mouth. I'm just like, we just live in different worlds, and like sometimes when kids are like leaving school, it's so funny because they're like leaving school by themselves, like they're just got out the office, so it's like they're not even like being picked up by their parents sometimes. Like it's literally just kids like going from school to like the bus stop to the train station, and they're just doing it. And then when they say goodbye, they do like a 4-minute conversane of goodbye sometimes, and it's not even like complex words. Like I've seen it in my neighborhood where they're just yell matane, which means is see you later, or mata ashita, which means see you tomorrow. And then they'll maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll hug or maybe they'll like high five or something, goodbye, and be like mata ashita. They'll walk like 10 steps, do the exact same thing, but 10 steps away. Be like, mata ashita, matane. And then they do that for another 10 steps. Mata ashita, matane. And they just keep doing it. And it's just like, it's so kid behavior because it's so funny. Like, I'm just like, when kids say goodbye in the States, it's usually dictated by the timing of the parents. But since kids have such a bad, like, not even, like, it's not even a bad, but it's just like a childlike conceptualization of time and like saying goodbye in these like social routines. Like it's just so fucking funny. Like when I say goodbye to my friends, I don't pace 10 to 20 steps and be like, bye bye. I don't pace another 10 to 20 steps and be like, oh, see you later. Like it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. And it's just like, it's good to see kids being kids. Like, and it's like, like in Washington, D.C. and where I'm from, like, it's just like, you gotta like, you never get to really just be on some chill shit. Like kids never get to just be kids, so it's like it's kind of awesome. You know what I mean? Um, and they're just funny as shit. Like, and I was talking about this in one of my other YouTube videos. Like, it's kind of just goated. The potentiality of me potentially having kids here of my own, and then them being just happy as fuck, and just being like, oh, I could just touch a man's beard. I'll still tell them, don't touch no random man's beard because that kid shouldn't have done that. But like, just being more like comfortable with them, like having their own independence, them, doing just like cute little grocery store walks to, like that's down the block and stuff, and then not having to worry about it. Them having like a more healthy appetite, a better relationship with food, exercising, and it's just like this is a really good environment, and like just seeing how like happy the students, the kids, and all the people here are. But as you become a Japanese adult, it's a little bit different. It's not they're not the happiest population, but the just the youth and like just the happiness in Japanese children is kind of awesome to see, and it's been fucking hilarious to me. It's been really funny, like so yeah. Hopefully when I have a kid, they're equally as funny and can be a kid, because that's kind of all I want as a parent, just to have a happy kid, healthy, and just does funny stuff. You know what I mean? So that was the video. I'm really hyped that Japan has been so freaking hilarious. Like as much as like I'm trying to get work done here, I'm trying to be on my serious shit, and I'm like da 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 da. But you know that shit was funny. There's just funny interactions all the time. But those interactions kind of pertain to like just the random kids that are like in my neighborhood, just trying to like just do stuff, you know. Especially the kid that walked up to me, sat next to me, acted nonchalant. That shit was funny. You just never expect it. Let alone in my home country, but let alone Japan, where people are like more like keep to themselves. Like it was fucking hilarious. But that's the end of the video. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Hoping to bang out, banger after banger. Hopefully I get enough videos done before I leave, and then you guys are fucking chilling. You know what I mean? So peace and love. Love you guys. Boom.